How's it going, guys? Arto here, and today I'm bringing you another KhaZix gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, I was not very satisfied with the first one. The first one ended up being like a surrender because Vayne lost her mental and everything. So today I just want to do one more in terms of actually getting some quality gameplay. And it started really fast. In this game, I focused a lot on minimap awareness. Like, this game was really clunky in the sense that there were so many mechanical mistakes. Obviously there were really good things going on in this game, but really it wasn't the best of it. Obviously this is a high gold low platinum game, for those if you guys are interested. And yeah, I'm just gonna be just chilling through the red buff. After that, I'm gonna go blue buff because, as I said, I am focusing a lot right now on minimap awareness. Sometimes you tend to play and you learn new stuff, but then you kind of start playing, start autopiloting, and then start building up those bad habits again. And then when you're focusing on minimap awareness, then you're not gonna be able to actually add it to your gameplay, to your macro decisions and everything as you're playing. So that's what basically I'm gonna be focusing on. This game I'm gonna be farming a little bit less. I'm gonna be trying to do more. So yeah, this is why, maybe I don't know why, but I focused so much on minimap awareness that my mechanics were like super clunky. My decision making was really hesitant. Like, there were so many things in this game that happened that they tend not to happen to me, but because, you know, when I focus my practice, I tend to just to care about that something that I'm practicing. I just disregard everything else, and you know, sometimes my mechanics gets hit, you know, my confidence gets hit, and then I start hesitating a lot. And another thing, 99% of the time I play KhaZix with Electrocute. This time I'm playing it with Dark Harvest, which is basically the first time I'm playing KhaZix with Dark Harvest. And trust me, I have over 500 games with KhaZix, and I've played him with a lot of things because I'm a huge fan of Electrocute, especially because when it was called Thunderlord Decree, I loved one-shotting people with it. So I just got used to it, and then maybe it's just my mind that refuses to let go. But then again, right here, I'm just focusing on Dark Harvest. Notice how the first gank or the second gank, I was not able to get anything. And trust me, this is all that I'm doing right now is very punishable. Like, you can actually lose games of these things that I'm doing. But at the end of the day, you know, this is not the elo where people punish you for those things, so it's completely fine. Then again, you know, I just ganked bottling a couple times. I got a couple Dark Harvest stack, already 3 so far. I'm gonna back off, start getting my serrated Dirk, and try to still find stuff going on into the game. So I find the top lane, I'm immediately gonna go there, but then Talon went in, it was not worth it. Kennen ended up dead, and I kind of wanted to try catch up the Talon. Because it was pretty low. I got another Dark Harvest start. He flashed because he sees Zed coming, and then at the end of the day, he just ends up running away. Sadly, again, like, I've been trying to do all these things that they look really good, but then they've been failing. But right here, finally, Viego comes in. They want to fight Zed. I'm able to pick that up, and then after you pick stuff up, you want to push so that the enemy loses those minions, please. After that, from now on, we're gonna start having a good game, because at the end of the day, you know, it's 40-33. It's not horrible. It could be way worse, but the impact that I've been having in the map overall is not that it's impactful, because, you know, this is the first time at 7 minutes that something goes great. But at the end of the day, in the long run, you know, that's the main thing about practicing. You're just gonna go into a game first time, you're not gonna be able to make it happen, and then you're gonna start getting used to it, and then you're gonna start seeing things differently. It's gonna be like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna be able to watch make that happen, then I'm just gonna go for something else. Right here, I see the Viego going down there, as you can see on the minimap, and then I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna pick that up. Thank you very much. After that, I'm gonna be able to get that. We are able to get the Maokai too, and again, you know, it's all about that minimap awareness. I'm not caring too much about my camps anymore. It's just trying to be present, and just being present is gonna help me actually get fed and almost carry this game, because I'm not gonna lie, you know, through this pressure, Zed got ahead, bot lane was getting ahead, so at the end of the day, the only losing lane was Kennen, but then at the end of the day, it did not really matter, because Viego was not able to do anything. I would definitely say that it was kind of a jungle diff, and then the bot lane was technically doomed, and then the mid lane was, you know, Zed was just styling all over him again, because at the end of the day, in assassin versus assassin matchup, two situations. One, whoever assassin wins technically, and then whoever gets the other one first wins too. So at the end of the day, it's completely fine. Right here, I'm seeing that the bot lane is massively free. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. Obviously, I see the Viego, he just took the Herald, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start stealing his camps. And now I know that Viego is gonna come here for his bot side camps, and it's like, hey, surprise, bro, you're isolated, you are dead. After that, I'm gonna see if there's any red buff. There's no red buff. I'm gonna check out for Crux. But then this little Sivir is, you know, alone in her tower. Why not just go ahead and make use of that real quick? Well, that didn't sound, you know, too good. I'm really sorry. But yeah. After that, you know, my bot side camps are up. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to take Dragon. I'm not too afraid. I'm a KhaZix. I have the Q. But what happens? I start pinging my teammates because I have no smite. And then because I have no smite, I'm not gonna be able to contest it. So at the end of the day, I'm just giving away this dragon for free. And again, this is the same thing that I'm telling you, you know, when you're focusing so much on something, because the main objective of this game to me is just basically practicing minimap awareness and, you know, being actively participating on whatever's happening in the game, because sometimes you tend to just autopilot it into farming. And then I just was not aware that I did not have smite up, and then that's just, you know, what happens sometimes. So after that, we're gonna be able to get a couple kills. I'm gonna get my bot side camps. I know that the top his bot side camps are also up, but then Cannon wants to do something, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it slow because, you know, since Cannon wants to do something, I just want to support it, even though Cannon is not the one who's, you know, doing as good. But then again, I'm gonna be able to, you know, catch these couple minions up, and then I'm just gonna start invading the Viego because, again, I'm a KhaZix 1v1 setup. He cannot beat me. I know that his red buff is up. He's gonna be coming. You know, you remember that pink word that we left up there? You know, thank you very much, Viego. And then after that, I'm just gonna Thresh makes use of the vision. I'm gonna be able to get the red. I'm gonna be able to get the raptors. And again, I'm just gonna keep an eye out on whatever I can do. You know, this Talon is overextending. It's a Zed. He can 1v1 him, but then I'm just gonna try to help him out. And then after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get this tower because it's already 14 minutes, guys. Tower plates are down. These towers are super weak. Every kill that you get, you need to make something with it. Obviously, this is not gonna be the case. Again, as I said, like I'm gonna be focusing a lot in terms of minimap awareness, so you might not see me pushing as much as I should. But then again, it's just the focus that I'm having in this game. Like, have you ever noticed, guys, that when you focus on something, that's all you find? Like, I don't know if you've been on the street and then you see the cars and it's like, okay, you start thinking about red cars and then you start seeing red cars everywhere. That's basically what happens and then at one point you start like not noticing that there's also blue cars, white cars, like all the other cars. This is basically what's happening to me in this game. I'm looking so much at the minimap awareness and looking for those opportunities that I'm just not thinking about the other things, you know, really being really efficient and everything. But it's just a great showcase on how minimap awareness will help you a lot in terms of actually winning your games, because yeah, even though my mechanics are not the best, even though my things are not the best, you're going to be able to see how your participation into the game is going to help you a lot. Obviously, again, as I said, this is the first time me practicing this today, because I need to clean up my gameplay a little bit, because I need to rank up to maybe D2, D1, and I have a lot of time without playing. But then again, right here, it's a little bit disgusting, the fact that I have 114 at 17 minutes, but then again, I'm 606, and, you know, I'm just trying to chill out a little bit. Don't look at this, please. This is pretty awkward. It was a horrible display of mechanics, but at the end of the day, still the same thing. You know, Thresh wanted to go in. I'm just gonna follow because that's what I want. I do have Herald. We just killed the Sivir, so let's just go ahead and push, because at the end of the day, they cannot stop us from doing that. So I'm gonna throw Herald in. You would debate if I should have taken a couple hits in the tower first before throwing the Herald, but then again, I knew that Maokai and Cho'Gath was there, and this is, you know, kind of an awkward situation where I could not jump the thick wall because the wall was thick. So I get caught. Luckily, I was able to get the Talon with me, but at the end of the day, still not worth it. Still like a horrible display of mechanics. But then again, I'm really sorry, but I feel like this is a good showcase of how, even though you're not having good mechanics, even though you're not focusing too much on efficiency, minimap awareness and playing the situations out is going to be really, really useful in the long term. So yeah, because remember, guys, the main thing is that you also want to be practicing everything else. and you want to take it step by step. That's how you build up a good League of Legends player. Like good League of Legends players, they have good mechanics, good minimap awareness, good farming, good efficiency, good everything. They play for objectives, they know when to push, they know their limits, they know their mechanics, like they know everything. But you cannot practice everything at the same time. So let's just try to focus, or divide the focus a little bit. Sometimes you're going to be practicing farming, sometimes you're going to be practicing minimap awareness, sometimes you're going to be practicing mechanics, sometimes you're going to limit test, right? Like all these things you have to practice when you want to get better into the game. And this is why this game is a grind, right? You need to, so many factors, and sometimes luck could come into play, but hey, we are the luckiest players alive, so luck is always going to be with us. But at the end of the day, still, we want to make sure that everything is correctly placed on our gameplay so that we can easily climb up with 60-70% win rate. So yeah, after that, I'm just going to go ahead and right here, we're kind of dividing the fight because I'm having a tough time. It's 2 assassins versus a really huge Cho'Gath and then a Maokai, and we're trying to like split them up, but then they don't budge. So all we're gonna do is just back off a little bit, because at the end of the day, I don't want to go into that Maokai, into that Cho'Gath, so that I just get burst down. I don't really want that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get everything else in order. Dragon is spawning. I just want to get that dragon, so yeah. But my team doesn't have that plan. They're all at base. I cannot fight this. They know that I'm here. They know that if they kill me, it's going to be a free dragon, so I'm just going to toy around with them a little bit. They think that they want to get me caught, but no, I'm just going to, I'm kind of a slippery when I'm playing KhaZix, so that's what I really want to be doing. Obviously, I'm going to be pushing bot lane. Since everybody was mid lane, no one wanted to fight, I cannot just go in a 1v5 setup like that. Not with those champions, right? If I was like squishier champions, it would have been fine within a Cho'Gath, Maokai, plus Viego. It would be a little bit detrimental. So yeah, unlucky. Sivir lives 1 HP, and it's pretty sad because we were talking that we're the luckiest players alive. But then again, I still don't think that because she lived, I'm unlucky. So after that, again, I don't want anything to do with this Cho'Gath. And that Q that I did there was kind of a limit, like a damage test, right? Notice how I've already built Duskblade, I've already built Lord Dominic's, and I'm on my way to build another lethality item. I'm like, okay, I already got Lord Dominic, so how much damage would I be doing if he's isolated? Because at one point, I need to stop being afraid of this guy, and I need to know a little bit of the power that I'm actually getting. So after that, oh yeah, and by the way, the only reason why I went Lord Dominic second is because I knew that guy was going to get huge, and talent's not going to be an issue against me, Viego is not going to be an issue, Sivir is not going to be an issue, and then the Maokai is building kind of AP, so really it's not going to be an issue other than that Cho'Gath, so I need to make sure to kill him. So right here, boom, we get the first kill, and then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of you, Cho'Gath, you're isolated, let me just go ahead and kill you. Notice how much damage I'm actually dealing to that guy, which is pretty fun. And then after that, we kill the Maokai. Talon, very thirsty, 2 levels down, wants to go on me, boom, get styled on, brother. You cannot kill me today. And then after that, if I had my stickers or my mastery or something, I would have flashed it, but hey, it is what it is. And then after that, I'm just gonna keep going. Obviously, Scrying Orb over there, Skullcrop over here. They're pushing, so I want to make sure to push something else. Doing Wolves is not the right option here. I should have just gone bot lane with the cannon. So where they're pushing top lane, I push bot lane, and this is something you need to make use of the pressure that your teammates are actually putting in the map so that you can get something else. If not, then you should be with them practicing. But yeah, they end up FFing because we're just pretty strong. Let me know in the comments which game would you like to see after, which champion you want me to play. So yeah, stay healthy, have fun in the Rift, and see you in the next video. Bye!